Today, I want to talk about being a nurse and being broke. Okay? I've seen a lot of videos from different nurses who talk about why nurses are broke. And yes, while I do think a big part of it is lifestyle inflation, which is understandable, especially if you're coming from minimum wage to starting a nursing job, it's a huge jump. It's a huge jump, but I think there's definitely could be multiple reasons why someone is broke. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Jevonim. Thank you for joining me on my channel. And yeah, I want to talk about my personal position and why I am actually a travel nurse and was pretty broke until this year, I would say. Yes. I would say that it was not due to lifestyle. Anyone who knows me knows I do not wear name brand. Like, I just don't wear name brand. I'm not really into luxury. I like to buy things from small businesses, but just things that are cool or things that kind of mean something to the brand story. Not necessarily just because a brand is big. Never been into that. I drive a Honda Fit that has almost 100,000 miles, and I'm gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. I will ride this in a garage full of Teslas, full of Audis, full of BMWs, and it is what it is. I work as a travel nurse. I make sure that I get assignments where I'm doing a commute so I can get a stipend, so I'm making good money, and I own a brand. But because I was owning a brand, I was putting a lot of money into that marketing of that brand, and that's what made me broke. I decided to put all of my eggs into one basket because I said my 20s are all about taking risks, and so that was the choice I decided to make. I was working 2-3 jobs. I remember one time I worked 7 days straight. And I thought, oh, this check is going to be amazing. And when I tell you, when I got that check, it was a difference of about, I don't know, $300 because I had reached a whole different bracket in that 1 week of work. So because I made so much more money in that 1 week, I was put into a different tax bracket. And so I had so much more money taken out. Like, I was at the very bottom of that new tax bracket. So when the taxes came out, I had nothing. Like, it was like I'm telling you, $200 or $300 different. My mind was blown. Because I told myself, I'm just going to work and hustle and grind. And then I had to learn about taxes. You see? So, yeah, I wasn't broke because I was trying to, impress anybody. I was just grinding and hustling, working as a nurse. But the issue was I wasn't able to get the funding that I needed for my business. So I was just self-funding it. And that's what got me. I'm telling you, up until last year, I was paying like $4,000 in marketing. Yeah, it was like insane. And I was just like telling myself, like, okay, the money will come. One thing I would say about my business is it makes money. And one thing I'll say about me is I know how to make money, but I was not really able to like quit nursing, and have the business maintain my life. So it was just constantly me funding the business and then funding me, and not really having much of a backup plan. I was just going gun-ho, and that's what made me broke. Yeah, not everyone's broke because of lifestyle. That's not just it. I wish that was the case. That'd be easier for me to explain, but it's just I was really bad at budgeting what my business needed. I just kept saying, if I need more money, I will work more. And because I wasn't able to get any bank funding or anything else, I was just like, all right. I was just really addicted to struggle, financial struggle, any kind of struggle. And I thought that was just part of the journey. So I just would pick up extra shifts, work, and not really keep any of that money because it was going out to marketing. So I decided to go 100 on my business. But here's the mistakes I've made. For one, I did not prioritize paying myself. I was paying bills, and then I was paying the small business. And I told myself that the small business will pay me eventually, and I just had to keep grinding, hustling. It would all be worth it. Sorry, somebody is raking leaves, so we're just gonna deal with it. But yeah, I was not paying myself, and that made a huge difference. The other thing is I went 100% on my small business. Okay, I was like, it's gonna pay me, and because of that, I was not really prioritizing making sure that I was getting paid. It's a risk. You can put risk into different things, stocks. You can, take a risk of only paying 401k. My risk was just a small business. I also had a mindset of abundance, and it was just me thinking that money is always going to come to me. I'm really good at making money. Like, I can make money. It's going to cost time and it's going to cost energy, but I really wasn't making money work for me. And that was the big issue there. And lastly, I did not have a budget. There was no budget, because if I'm living a lifestyle of abundance, like, the money's going to come to me. And that was my mistake. I had no budget. I was just like, whatever it takes to make my brand look good, whatever it takes to make my products look good, eventually it'll all be worth it. I just gotta do what I gotta do. And that definitely hurt me. If you're a small business owner who is working full time, I would definitely encourage you to try and use other people's money. That was my mistake. I wish I was more focused on using other people's money, but I was so scared to use it because I don't have any history or background in owning a business. So I was more accepting of making mistakes with my own money. If I had someone else's, man, look, I don't need people knocking on my door, okay? I don't like bills. So I don't like people knocking on my door asking me when they're going to get their cut. So my lifestyle has changed now, but listen, that was not the case. So I would say, if you are, and in a similar position, you're feeling really tight on funding, or if you're feeling really tight on money, but it's not like you are just trying to ball out to others, I would definitely say you need to start making a budget. Seriously, making a budget. And I will show you how to do that. In a future video, I will show you how I've budgeted and I'm set up now, like contributing to 401k, contributing to IRA. I make sure that I save a certain amount every week that I get paid. If ands or buts, and I'm in a much better financial position, even though I'm trying to still grow my business. I'm just doing it at a much slower pace, but making sure I take care of me first and pay me first. And I can teach you to do the same. Keep watching my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. This was just a small little video of why I was a nurse, a travel nurse, and broke. But yeah, it wasn't through the lifestyle. So thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Loving natural patina. Year long, evergreen is amazing.